Ciao, I am Nick Stellino. Today we'll make a couple of wonderful dishes. We will start with veal chops with pork and gorgonzola sauce, and then ricotta cheesecake with coffee and chocolate. Please, join me in the kitchen. Spicy, just right. When you want real cheese, you got to come to a real cheese shop, and this is what I'm doing today. I'm here with my good friend Sherry Levine. Hey Sherry, how you doing?
Hey, Nick,
nice to see you. I called in, I wanted some gorgonzola. Oh, brava! Gorgonzola. The name alone is difficult, not for me, it's my native language, but try to say that fast, 10 times. Gorgonzola, gorgonzola, gorgonzola. You will not be able to do it. But what is gorgonzola? Gorgonzola is a type of Italian blue cheese. Gorgonzola is also a town north of Milano, and it is in that town the gorgonzola was generated. The history of how this cheese came about, the invention of this cheese, is quite unique. You see, all the ranchers that used to take the cows up in the hills, especially in summertime, to go to greener pastures, on the way down they would stop on the way to Milano to Gorgonzola, which was a very famous trading center. In that place, after not seeing their families, their friends for quite a few months, they were ready to party. Wine was the party of choice at the time. Most of the osteria, those are local spots where the wine was available for everybody, would accept, for those that did not have any cash, payment in cheese. And so much were the quantities of cheeses available that they would put them into the wine cave. And they discovered that after 3, 4, 5 months, the cheese started to develop this little bit of mold. The mold is truly what brings the flavor of the gorgonzola. It is soft, it is sweet, and it gives it a certain piquancy that is not met by any other type of cheese. Gorgonzola, in my opinion, is the definitive style of making blue cheese. Spectacularly good, great. I am so enthralled by looking at this particular gorgonzola that I'm gonna take this piece home and I'm gonna do something special with it. Hey Sherry, do me a favor, wrap this up, I'll buy the whole thing.
Got it.
Grazie bella. Gorgonzola, isn't this a fantastic piece of cheese? The name alone, Gorgonzola. If you can say that, you can learn Italian in 2 easy lessons. Well, what we have today for you is a wonderful recipe that I make with veal chop, one of my favorite meats. By the way, this recipe you can use it both with veal, you can do it with pork, you can do it with chicken. If you do it with chicken, I would propose you use thighs instead of breast. They respond a lot better to this type of marinating and to the side of sauce, so you can make your own substitutions. Let's talk about the veal chop. Now, we've done something unique to the veal chop. Look how beautiful this veal chop is. First and foremost, we have Frenched the veal chop. What does it mean, Frenching? You can see the bone, how naked it is. It's being completely clean. The butcher will do this for you, by the way. You don't need to worry about how to do it at home, but you want to get it this nice and clean. Do keep the trimmings. The trimmings, the part of the meat and gristle that comes off the bone, is something that we want to use for the making of the sauce. That is very important. As well as that, the other thing that I want you to realize is that we have tied this veal chop. Why do we tie the veal chop? We compress it. You see, this little bit of rope that we put around it, well, more like a string actually, makes it compact. It shapes it into a nice round, and then when you cook it, it keeps that shapes. Cooks more evenly, but it's also much prettier to see it that way. Of course, cut off the excess of the string so that you don't need to deal with that afterwards. The marinade. Why the marinade? People say the veal chop is fantastic tasting. What do you want to put marinade? You're right, it's fantastic all by itself. But the marinade gives it an extra dimension. And this marinade, I created it by a lot of different tries, and you will see how simple it is to make and how interesting it is. Since we do have pork in the sauce, one of the ingredients that I wanted to put into the marinade was pork to begin with. So a little bit of pork goes in there. Then I always want something to counterbalance. I like ingredients that dance together but they have different characters. So we put some sugar in it, together with the sugar, finely chopped garlic. And I like it in this state because I want for this garlic to release its juices in the marinade. Now watch this, you're going to love this. This is hot sauce. Choose your favorite brand of hot sauce, put it in there just a little bit. Be careful because you do not want to take this over the top because the meat will respond to that. In my garden I have a lot of rosemary. So I was walking around, what goes well with veal? How about rosemary? So I took some rosemary and I put it right in here. And then a few teaspoons of chopped white onions. The finer you chop it, the better. Of course, it doesn't hurt if you put a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. The next part to this is actually to add water. Water is very important because what we want to do is completely submerge the veal chop. How long should you marinate it for? Well, this is an extremely important question that deserves a very serious answer. This is a very dense kind of meat. What I like to do is to put it in a vessel very similar to this that can hold the meat all the way through. You want to make sure that you submerge the meat. So there's already some marinade that I made before, but here it goes. You want to make sure that the meat rests in there nicely. You want to place this in the refrigerator, cover it with a little sheet of plastic coating on it, and let it sit in the refrigerator overnight. During that process, I would propose that every few hours you turn it so that it equally imbues the flavor from one side to the next. These flavors will be something that will jump at you when we grill it later on, and when you finally taste into it, it's not just the flavor of the meat that you get, but the salt together with the sugar, with the pepper, and the hot sauce is going to give you an expansion of flavors as you've never seen before. And it's going to be a fantastic surprise. Marinating the meat, the chicken, the pork, truly brings out a fabulous combination of flavors. And talking about combination of flavors, let me build for you this port sauce. Port sauce, in my opinion, is one of the simplest yet one of the most complex sauces because of the flavors it's able to accept. We start always with a little bit of chopped onions. The onions are going to give us our base. While the onions are nicely sauteing, what I want to add is fresh rosemary leaves. People say, but why adding the rosemary leaves now? Remember, this is a sauce that ultimately we're going to strain. The most important reason why we're adding the rosemary at this point is so that the rosemary, as it fries together with the onions, as it combines its flavor to the onions, is already creating a structure, a base, a foundation. To this foundation, we keep adding. And the things that I like to do, first and foremost, is to add our veal trimmings. You remember I told you, keep the trimmings that you have had after you clean the veal chop? These are fantastic because not only they're going to cook, but we're not going to eat those. What they're going to do, they're going to release into the sauce the base, the flavor, the structure, so that when you finally have the veal sauce that will accompany this with the stock and with the pork, the veal presence will be in it all the way through. Together with that, to even give it much more of an expansion, I add another meat, bacon. Trust me, I don't know what it is with me, but I love bacon. Maybe it's because I'm Italian and we adore pancetta, but bacon is splendid. You can use pancetta in this particular case if you can find it. If you don't find it, basic bacon will do. And you will be totally surprised as ultimately you will see how much further this flavoring, this base, this context of building this sauce, what it creates for you. You have to have a visual of where this thing is going to take you. We go then with a little bit of chopped garlic, just a quick saute, and then the most important part, first we put the pork abundantly. The pork is at the base of our sauce. You definitely want to have not just a splash of it, you want to have quite a bit of it. Next to the pork, we go with the chicken stock. The reason why I use chicken stock is because chicken stock has a much gentler flavor. And unlike meat broth, will not overtake the flavoring of this. You want to bring this to a boil. Once it reaches a boil, you want to reduce it down to a simmer, and you want to let it simmer for about 45 minutes. After 45 minutes, we'll strain it, we'll continue, but I'll show that in just a moment. Now we have our grill pan here nice and ready. We'll make it nice and hot. And let's deal with the veal chop. Dealing with the veal chop is extremely important. The first and most important part of it is that you have to dry it nicely. Let's assume that this veal chop has now rested in the refrigerator for the overnight period that I've given you. One of the things that I like to do is to scrape off the excess of the onions that are always sitting on top, and then you have to dry it. You have to dry it nicely, exactly like this, to make sure that it's as dry as possible before you put it into the pan. Why? If it's wet with the liquid of the marinade, as soon as you put it in the pan at home, if it's a grill pan or even a saute pan, because you can also saute it just as quickly, there will be an enormous amount of splashback. And that could be painful if you're not prepared for it, besides being messy. So that's one of the things that we do. And also, as I clean it up, I try to be attentive in making sure that I scrape off as many of the onions as possible. This is not something that you need to worry about if you do this on the barbecue outside. This whole process can be completely ignored, but what cannot be ignored is what we're going to be doing next, and this I have to show you. Let me put this aside. Now we clean as best as possible the veal chop. The next thing that I want to do is I use extra light olive oil and I sprinkle just a little bit on top, just a little bit on one side, Use your fingers to put it all the way through, to put it on the other side. You want to make sure that it's as well oiled as possible. At this point, in spite of the fact that we add salt and pepper in the marinade, you want to put some on top. People say, but why do you do that? The reason why I do that is very simple. This is going to be the condiment that your tongue, your papilla, are going to connect with the first bite. You want it to be there. You want to create the nice crust of flavor that you have. And then with every bite, you will have all the other flavors penetrating and moving along with you. We have the grill pan nice and hot. I have blasted it to super, super hot. The technique I've shown you before, I have 2 pans stacked on top of each other to make sure that the one below retains the heat. You don't have to have the same exact pans, but something that has the same surface. So here we go. And voila. Depending on the size of the veal chop, you want to cook it at least 6 to 8 minutes per side. Once the veal is cooked all the way through to the doneness that you want, just take it off the grill pan, take it off the barbecue, take it off the saute pan, and let it rest for at least 5 minutes. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is how to finish the sauce and how to plate this wonderful dish. We're almost there. First, let me show you what the veal chop looks like once it's finished. You see this wonderful color? That's a byproduct of the marinade. Port and sugar that create this wonderful caramel finish to it. Also remember, extremely important, that while it's resting, you cut off the string that we used before to give it a shape. How do I know? Trust me, I've made the mistake before. Let's strain the sauce. Something very important about this. I want to show you a technique on how to strain the sauce without doing too much splashing. And the other, I want to show you the difference between the color of the sauce once it's strained and once it is finished. So what I like to do is, especially working with large quantities, is to strain it this way. What it prevents from doing is splashing back, and at the same time it gives you control on what it is. This sauce that we made, we have enough for 4 people, even though if they're anything like me, they're going to fall in love. Look at this. You see the sauce left behind? It still looks like stock-like consistency. It's dark, it has the color that we want, but it does not have the consistency that we want. It's still very watery, full of flavor, but very watery. So what we have done, we have strained it real well, we have put it back in a pot, and we have reduced it by half. As it reduces by half, the consistency changes completely, and I will show you what that looks like. So look at this. You see how wonderful, luscious it is, the way in which it pours. You can see the sauce consistency. This, to me, is what I love in the making of a sauce. But we are not done. The next addition at this very point is the addition of the cheese. We're going to bring this back to a boil. We're going to add the cheese. We're going to let the cheese melt into the sauce. And then I'm going to show you exactly how to assemble. So here we go. We go with the Gorgonzola cheese straight into it. And now let this melt. The cheese has completely melted into the sauce. The sauce is ready to go. The last addition that I'm going to do is just a little touch of softened butter. Why do I do that? Really, you don't have to do it, but what it gives is a sheen, and you will see this little sheen is like a coat of clear varnish that goes right on top of it. It shimmers, it flows, and plus it gives it this wonderful buttery taste. Just let it melt. Do not have any heat underneath. There is enough heat in this sauce right now as it is to melt it exactly to what we want. Now come with me because I got to show you how to put this together. We already have the plate set up. What I love to do in this particular case, in this recipe, I like to first pour the sauce at the bottom. I'm going to use the well of the bottom of the dish as the positioning of what we want for the sauce. Nice and fluid, just like this. And then we put a veal chop in there. I almost say pork chop. You know why? Because chopped here, chopped there, I go all over the place. But this is, to me, a work of art. Veal chop with pork and Gorgonzola sauce. And there you are. Sherry, you got my brava, grazie. Ricotta. I have with me my ricotta. You see, as a good Sicilian boy, to me ricotta is extremely important. But what is the name ricotta? Ricotta in Italian means cooked twice. What does it mean, cooked twice? You see, whey, which is the byproduct of making cheese, is used a second time, brought to heat once again, to create ricotta. Up north, they mostly do it with cow's milk. In Sicily, we do it with sheep's milk. And let me tell you, ricotta tastes different every time of the year, depending on what is that the sheep are actually eating. Spring ricotta is the best. It's the most flavorful one. We, in Sicily, make it with all sorts of dessert. As a matter of fact, I have a dessert in mind for this. I cannot wait to show you what that is. I remember when I was a little boy at my grandfather's farm, watching the ricotta be made. I remember what it was like to see it pour into these little baskets where they would let it drain until it would solidify somewhat. I remember tasting it, just as it was. It tasted like ice cream, better than ice cream. This is a fantastic alternative that you can use not only for making desserts, but also for putting on top of your pasta. Instead of cream and making a cream sauce, you can use ricotta. One of the things that I love, which is typical in Sicily, we make this fantastic tomato sauce. We mix it together with the pasta. We top it with ricotta. We splash it about one more time, the creaminess that it flows all the way through. Oh, I'm getting too excited about this. Now, I'm gonna go back into my kitchen. I'm gonna show you a recipe that it's all Sicilian. And it features ricotta. You will love it. Come with me. Ricotta. I love it, especially in Sicily. Sicilian ricotta is the best. That's it. I don't want to hear any arguments. What have we done with the ricotta? We have drained the ricotta to make sure that all the excess water has gone away. So that's why it looks so nice and thick and fluffy. Let's put this aside and let's get started immediately with the making of this dessert, which makes me absolutely child happy. Graham crackers. We already crumbled them down to almost like a powdery form. To this, we add our melted butter. And together with the melted butter, plenty of sugar. Why? Because it's great. Now, we mix it together just like this. This is going to be the crust that we are going to use for the making of the cheesecake. We have a springform pan on the side, and we're going to line the bottom of this, and you're going to have to use your hands. So for all of you that don't like to get your hands dirty, well, this is not a job you want to do, but it's a fun job. Why? Because you get to lick your fingers afterwards. This is what I like to do. Use the back of your hand. I use my hand as an equalizer. I find that this is very helpful. What you want to do at this point is be very patient. Try to cover every angle that you can to make sure that it's almost there's no metal showing. If there is a little bit, grab it somewhere from here like this and do it. It's an approximation, but it works. You're not building a cathedral. You're making a crust. Some people get so tragically involved in this that they go, oh, no, it's not perfectly even. This is fun. The moment you make things too complicated, the fun goes away. So we put this aside. We let it rest. The oven behind me is preheated at 325. Now we got to make the mixture that makes this cake a masterpiece. This move is mine. You cannot copy it. I'm sorry. I do not give any classes on this. This is my move. First, we start with the egg yolks. With the egg yolks, we got to have plenty of sugar. This is actually a structuring buildup of this. And then I need my little friend. Here we are. We start slowly at first, like this. Then you increase the speed a little bit more at a time, a little bit more at a time, until you get to this point. We got it to the consistency that we want. It's a ribbon consistency. What does it mean? Take a look at this. As I lift the mixer, you see it leaves a ribbon behind. This makes the eggs exactly where we want to have them. At this point, the next thing that we need to do is to add the ricotta into the mix. Together with the ricotta, we need to add the other ingredients, which are extremely important to us as well. One of the balances that I have is an addition of espresso. This is espresso coffee that I made. You can use any coffee you want, but I like to make it nice and thick because I mix it together with the chocolate and it gives us the finish that's also known as mocha. Together with that, chocolate, and plenty of it, just like this. Together with the chocolate, a little bit of lemon zest. It brings out another dimension to it. At this point, you want to, once again, mix this, but first start slow because we want to cream the ricotta, but we want to do it gently. We want to use this as the base for the other addition that we make. Look at this chocolate, it's going to get mixed. You can use chocolate chips if you want, but I find the shaved or chopped chocolate is much more effective. Now, we get the ricotta to the perfect consistency. The next addition is the most crucial and the one that requires the most attention. Ahead of time, we've beaten the egg whites to meringue-like consistency. Beautiful peaks. Now we have to fold them into the cake mixture. This is what a lot of people make a mistake. And the mistake is that they rush and they beat it very fast. What you want to do this at this point is the most gentle approach. We've been beating the egg yolks with great violence, turning into a ribbon-like consistency. The egg whites are This consistency is so fluffed up because they're full of air. This air is for us the structure that gives the cake its lightness. If you were to move fast and strong against it, ultimately you would have something that has a very flat consistency on the inside. The gentle approach that you have, the loving care on how you fold this from underneath and bring it forth, from underneath and bring it forward, will allow for you to have the perfect ricotta cheesecake, something that will make you say, I am as good as Nick Stellino. And you know what? You are. Here we are. We've gotten to the last addition, gently folded it through. You see all the white bubbles that disappear into the mix. The chocolate is there. It's sustained by the egg yolks together with the ricotta that has this wonderful creamy finish to it. All that we need to do now is to assemble it. This is a spring-form pan, which is ideal for this particular preparation. Now we pour it gently. Let it go to the center first. Let it spread out on its own. Using a spatula like this makes it a lot easier for you to pour everything exactly where you want to have it. Leave a little bit behind, because I guarantee you, if you're anything like me, this is the pay that you get as the chef in the kitchen. You have a little taste of what this is all about. Then using the top, you spread it about. Now, let's talk about the temperature once again and the cooking time. 325 is the oven. We're going to put this in the oven for exactly an hour and 15 minutes. Then I want you to take it out. I want you to let it rest for at least 30 minutes until it's nice and cool. I would say cool enough that you can actually handle the pan without the assistance of any towel. Two schools of thoughts at this point. Some people say, oh, just give it 2 or 3 hours and it will be ready. I personally feel that you should put this in the refrigerator overnight. As it chills, one of the things that I feel that comes together, all the flavors, it's like, it's like when you make a stew, it tastes better the next day. Well, the same thing with my cheesecake. It tastes better the next day. So if you're gonna make this for a party, make it ahead of time and make sure they rest in the refrigerator properly. Let it rest. When it's time to serve it, bring it out. Remember, it's gonna be very, very cold. Let it come to room temperature at least 20, 30 minutes before you serve it, and then cut it into slices. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do that. Cut the perfect slice. Look at this baby. Is she gorgeous of what? Now, I'm gonna let it rest here on top of my blade because I wanna give you a couple of tips that you're going to love. When you're cooking for a large crowd of people, don't wait on the last minute to cut the slices. Cut them ahead of time. To make sure that you can cut every slice and just have a secure cut one after the next. Remember, cheesecake like to cling onto the knife. But what I've done, I've warmed the knife inside this very hot towel. Place the blade inside of it, just warm it up for a few moments, makes it a lot faster. How to serve it. This is the part I love the most. You can do whatever you like, your favorite recipe, you can use mine, but here is chocolate sauce. So what I like to do is to place the chocolate sauce right at the bottom of the dish, something like this. And then, right on top of it, we put a little bit of our slice like this. Yeah, do it delicately. Next to it, I love to put a little bit of the shaved chocolate on top. You don't have to do this. It's overkill for someone, but to me, it's just beautiful. Then I fan a strawberry. I'll put the strawberry right on top of it, exactly like this. There you are. And then I say to myself, Stellino, today is not a day to be on a diet. As a matter of fact, whatever the diet is for today, I just broke it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is ricotta cheesecake with coffee and chocolate chips. And also a little bit of a chocolate sauce. And there it is. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope you enjoyed the recipes we did for you today. Veal chop with port and gorgonzola sauce, and then ricotta cheesecake with coffee and chocolate. Hope you will share these recipes with your friends, your family, your neighbor, and I hope that you will learn how to turn your home into your favorite restaurant. Until next time, ciao. I came here at my favorite cheese shop to get burrata. But what is burrata? Burrata is a type of mozzarella. But unlike mozzarella, in spite of the fact that it's made through the same process of pasta filata, burrata is filled both with pieces of mozzarella and with cream, so that when it's sealed, the cream remains on the inside. I think that burrata is almost a built-in dessert because when you cut through it, there is this wonderful creaminess of it, and it's fabulous to be used with a tomato salad or with just about anything that you would want to make. If you never had mozzarella burrata, you must do it.